Welcome to this podcast, which will demonstrate how to use PHPMyAdmin to control your MySQL database on the student server. The PHPMyAdmin instance that we are using is located on the student server with a directory or a application index of phpMyAdmin/index.php. When you go to this website, you'll see a login page which will allow you to log into PHPMyAdmin with the account information that I've provided you. In this case, I'm going to use my student account that I create for myself to demonstrate these things and log in to the PHPMyAdmin system. Immediately on the left-hand side, you should notice that you have a database already created based on the first 5 characters of your last name. Notice I've got a slightly different one here, and that's just because I already had a database for my student on this system and I wanted to create a new one. But if you do not see this database on the left-hand side of PHPMyAdmin when you first log in, please contact me immediately. Again, this is what the start page or home page looks like, and then you have your databases on the left-hand side. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my database and start looking around at what I can do. First of all, notice that all the links at the top of this window. These are the different functions that you're going to use with your database operations. Starting off with structure. Notice I already have a database created here. And let me show you how that was done, because this is one of the first things you're going to want to take part in. What we're going to do is use the import feature of PHPMyAdmin to load up our database. Now I've already done that, and that's why I already have all these tables, which are from the traditional dummy test database called Northwind. So I'm going to go ahead and click on import, and what this is going to allow me to do is browse on my local system for a database file that is going to create my Northwind database. So I'm going to click open. Now this is pointed to my local system, so when I execute this, it's going to go to that system and read that file. Now, if you were to open that file and look at it, which you probably have already done, it is just a long sequence of SQL statements which you have authorization to do on your database. Notice that you cannot access any other databases on the system. So here's all this code, and rather than have you type it out or go find it yourselves, I wanted to make sure everybody had the same exact data and tables in their database. So this is the first one, Northwind-SQL, and if I were to go ahead and execute this, I would simply click on the Go button at the bottom of this web page. Again, keep in mind that this whole application, PHPMyAdmin, is nothing more than a large PHP application that has access to our database. Once you execute the import function, you will have a structure within your database like this. I urge you to explore this capability, explore all the functionality of PHPMyAdmin. It is widely used in the industry and is a nice little application for dealing with MySQL databases. Notice that we have a bunch of functionality for each table here. We have a browse, which means just looking at it, structure, which gets into the architecture or the data architecture, data structure of the table. We can search within the table, which is basically doing a query. We can insert new data. If I just want to look at the table itself, I can click over here on the left hand side and you notice it brought up the table. So there's my category IDs and my category names, just to give you an idea of what's in this database.